All right, guys, I'm joined by star back rower, the Canberra Raiders, and England international Elliot Whitehead. Ellie, how are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very good to have you on. We'll move to the first question, Elliot. Now, you've had a little bit of a different off-season compared to other players. Obviously, you represented your country, you represented England, and you defeated the New Zealand Kiwis in that series. In doing so, you were shortlisted for the Golden Boot Award. What did that mean for yourself personally, and overall, what does it mean for you to represent England?
Oh, look, it was a great achievement to be nominated for the Golden Boot. Well, that goes down to my England teammates as well. You know, we've been working really hard as an international team over probably the last 3 years since Wayne's been involved, and he's been doing a great job with us, and we've been growing as an international team. We came so close in the World Cup final, and hopefully we can keep growing under his leadership and his coaching as well, and keep going on.
And just on a personal note, how much does it mean to you to represent your country?
Yeah, it means everything, you know, representing your country. You're not just representing your country, you're representing your family and your friends as well. You know, you don't want to let them down. You want to make them proud, and hopefully I'm doing a good job at that level, and hopefully making them proud as well.
No doubt. You touched on how you're progressing there as a country with England. Obviously, you do have England internationals, Hodgson, you've got Ryan Sutton, and now John Bateman at the club. Could you instantly feel the chemistry there during that trial game?
Yeah, look, we were still a bit rusty. You know, we were first hit out together as a team, and I think we've only had like 5 weeks pre-season, but there were some good things to take out of it and some positive things, and we've got 2 weeks to fix the things up that we weren't happy with, and hopefully we can get them fixed coming into round one against Gold Coast.
No doubt. And how was the body pulling up afterwards? The trial game, obviously first game back.
Yeah, we're a little bit sore. We've had recovery today. The boys, we got together and we went to the water park in Canberra and did a bit of a different style of recovery. And I think the boys felt a little bit better from that, having a little bit of fun together and stuff. So we're good to do that. And we'll be back in tomorrow, and we'll try to fix some things that didn't work for us at the weekend, and keep working on the things that did.
Not bad. And what was one thing you took out of that trial game personally?
Oh, look, I think we started really well, but personally, I think, I've still got some little things to work on in training, a little bit in my defence, a little bit rusty, and it's probably some of my timing, so I'll be working on that over the next 2 weeks, like I said, and hopefully come round one, it'll be there or thereabouts.
And as a team, what was something you were able to take out of the trial games? Has Ricky Stewart or any of the coaching staff sat down and had a talk to the players in regards to that?
No, we haven't done that yet. We'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll probably sit down tomorrow and go through the video, and we'll be practicing what went wrong in that first half, how they get the roll on, and we'll be trying to fix it up as quick as possible. I think that's 2 weeks on the bounce now. We've let 20 points in, and we've had to come back, and we've got to go to Gold Coast in the first round, and we can't afford to let them get a 20 head start up there. So.
No doubt. Now, we did see the Raiders come back in both trial games. Look, they are only trial games, but that's obviously very pleasing signs for your club. Given, you did have that name tag around the Raiders last year of fading late into games. So I have to ask, is that due to, I suppose, a huge focus of the club this preseason would have been closing out games? Am I correct in saying so?
Oh, that's definitely one of his big focuses. We lost a lot of games last year in the back end, and we're trying to stop that this year. Like I said earlier, we're disappointed to go 20-0 down, 22-6 at the weekend, and we knew we had the confidence and the belief that we could come back, and I'm grateful that we did, and the boys put a great second half performance in against the Bulldogs. I don't want to take that away from the Bulldogs in the first half, but they were outstanding. They run hard, and they created some good space behind our ruck, and we're going to have to look at that and fix that up.
Absolutely. And my next question, I suppose, is, back to yourself personally, has Ricky Stewart or any of the coaching staff sort of sat you down this off-season, obviously coming back from England, and sort of let you know what your role is within this squad, what their expectations are, any areas they want to improve? Have you had that sort of chat with any of the coaching staff?
I think we just figuring out what he's going to do. Obviously there's me, John, and Taps who can all play back row, and the first couple of weeks he was figuring out what to do with us, and I think he's made his decision now. I think me and Taps will probably stay back row and John will come in at loose forward, but I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping anyway. I'd like to play back row this year. I don't really want to be moving around as much as I did last year, so hopefully I can stay there and get a bit of consistency in my game and keep my spot.
So you are insisting that you would like to remain in the back row if that's a possibility in a perfect world?
Yeah, definitely. Look, that's where I've played all my career, and I'm happy to move if I have to for the team, but ideally I'd like to stay in the back row. Yeah.
No doubt. You touched on John Bateman there. Obviously, you guys are very good friends. How's it been having him over in Australia for this pre-season?
Yeah, look, it's been great. He's really fitted in well down here, and he's been training really hard. He was living with me for the first probably 4 weeks, and when he moved out, I thought I'd get rid of him, but he's moved just outside my back garden, so he hasn't moved too far away from me. So yeah, it's good to have him. Look, I've grown up with John since I've been at Bradford, and we're really good mates, and he's a quality player, and he's going to add something to our squad this year, and I just can't wait to see him out there on the field.
No doubt. He loves you, mate. He doesn't want to leave. Between me and you, how's he handled the weather change?
Yeah, at first he struggled a bit. He's a bit lighter than me, so he got a bit burnt the first few weeks, but he's slowly getting used to putting sun cream on. And yeah, it's a bit of a struggle at first off. I think for all of the English that have come over, we struggle with that at first. But yeah, he's getting used to it now. It's starting to cool down a little bit more in Canberra as well, so that'll help him.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm certainly not looking forward to the Canberra winners here. 2 more questions for you, El. My first question is, have you looked to gain or shred any weight in this off-season, or have you sort of sat at the same body weight?
Nah, I usually stay around the same. I float between 104 and 107 kg, so yeah, I'll be staying around that. I wouldn't like to get any higher, but yeah, I'd like to stay around that.
No doubt. My last question before I let you go tonight. What's your personal goal for 2019? What is one thing Elliot Whitehead is hoping to achieve? One thing he can look back on and go, I'm really proud I knocked that over in 2019.
Just play consistent and do my best for the Raiders, and hopefully I can keep my spot. As long as I'm doing that, I'll be happy. And then, hopefully come end of the year, I can get picked for Great Britain as well in the tour, and that'll be my goal to getting in that, because that's one thing I've always wanted to do, play for Great Britain. Unfortunately, I never had the chance. I think it stopped for a while, and it's come back this year, so I'll be aiming to get into that squad come end of the year.
Absolutely. Well, I wish you all the best. I can't wait to see you rip in for 2019. Elliot, thank you very much for coming on the show.
No worries. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, mate.